It's 10 a.m. in North Yorkshire's police control room.
Hello, North Yorkshire Police.
Hello there, mate. It's Phil from the Plum Centre. We've just had some pull up in a white van, pull up to our back door. Literally run into Wales, pick up a boiler, chuck it in the back of the van and drive off.
We're going to get some observations out of that van. Can we also try and get some cameras tracking it, see if we can locate that van and get them caught?
Patrolling the A1 just outside York are traffic cops Paul Stamp and Mick Roth of the road crime team.
Class 57 Echo Golf Echo.
It's been a theft of a boiler from the Plum Centre. It's worth about £1,500. There's already some units heading to some strategic locations, and we're going to go try and cover some more of them. We've got information now that the vehicle is on its way out of York and it's heading towards us, so we should be able to intercept it.
We knew it was a high-value theft, and it's something we'd always try and look at. And we also knew that they had to get back to West Yorkshire. We just needed to pick a point on that route where we could be there to intercept them. And the most likely route is the biggest road, which is always great for us because we like working on the big, fast roads. So off we went.
As Mick races to intercept the van, vehicle checks are run through the police national computer, or PNC.
Or PNC, date of birth, 6 to the 8th, 1957. He's not that well known, not got any warning markers, not currently one's been missing.
With no markers on the van, it's unlikely that its true owner is the person responsible for today's theft.
It's not going to be him. I can probably hand on that and say I've never come across someone who I've locked up for burglary who's got no previous convictions, who've never been involved in the sort of starting at your theft or your petty crimes. There's a chance that it could be on clone plates, so we're going to try and put a plan in place and get it stopped safely without any harm to anyone and prevent a pursuit. Oh, but is DM aware and they're looking at a preemptive stop?
The preemptive stop will require several units from the road crime team to work in formation.
We box it in such a way as to spring a trap, to have the element of surprise, because the last thing we want to do is get into a pursuit with a van. Yeah, it's not fast, it's not going to outrun us, but it can cause all sorts of damage.
9:04 this morning, the vehicle's into lane 404. It's just done an undertake on a vehicle.
A1M southbound, speed 60 lane 1.
We'll come in front of you, mate, just with you having yellow on, if that's in order.
Woodhouse, we've got it as that's more for Eastington as well. We've got preemptive authorised.
We're just approaching the split. We're just going to stand by in case it does a quick hooky onto the A1, but it's currently lane 5 of 5, back into lane 4 of 5 now. 370, if we can get the ARVs up for safety, please, we'll cut in and stop as soon as possible. Stand by, stand by, stand by. It's 2 males in the vehicle. Slow, bring it down, bring it down, bring it down. Stop, stop, stop.
Get engine off now, get your engine off.
Right, mate, you're detained for Pace 1 search. Has information that you've just stole the boiler from the Plum Centre, OK? You're going to be handcuffs to prevent you dispose of any evidence. Is it your vehicle? Is it your vehicle, mate? Driver? Driver? Driver, look at me. Right, if you don't have his on the camera, is it your car? What's your name? Right, I can see it in the back now, boys. So you're under arrest on suspicion of theft. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questions, something like that in court. Is it nicked? Is it on false plates?
It doesn't always go as well as this. Often we're always too far behind, or we're trying our best to get there. Today, it's felt brilliantly. There's been firearms cars, there's been other traffic cars, and we've been there, and we've all come together at once. The van's on false plates, they're up to no good, and we've wrapped it all up safely. Property's still in the back, caught red-handed. It's a cracking result, 2 in custody.
As the 2 suspects are taken off for questioning, it's 4:30 p.m. and Dan Hughes is on patrol on the northeast coast near Scarborough when a vehicle flagged on the PNC attracts his attention.
It's mid-afternoon. I'm monitoring the radio, and observations have been passed for a vehicle. The occupants have been trying to pass fake £20 notes in the Pickering area. And lo and behold, within a few minutes, sighted the vehicle. I've turned around to go after that vehicle. The driver clearly saw me, and without me even getting close enough to see him and put my lights on or anything like that, he's reacted and immediately put his foot down, put in a couple of overtakes. But it only takes a second to realise that it's clearly making an effort to try and get away, you know, so it's game on.
68, stop, West 8. Australia 68, got a failed stop, A170, coming into East 8. 68, I'm going to go to Ox Tunnel.
Conditions are fairly poor that day. The road's damp, there's a bit of frost still in the air. There's quite a bit of traffic on the road. Low sunlight, you know, all those things can hamper your driving.
It's been passing Duff £20 notes. Speed is 30 coming through East.
A lot of oncoming vehicles, while a BMW had to swerve almost up onto the footpath to avoid that car going the wrong side of a bollard. That could so easily have ended in tears.
Speed is 50, it is safe to continue over.
Now you've got to try and plot where that vehicle's going, where he's heading, and where your resources are, and try and put a plan in place to bring that vehicle to the stop. Fortunately, they've stuck on the main road, they've kept going, and I've had the legs to catch up on them. The driver's on the back foot. He's a long way from home. We believe they're from the Sunderland area. He doesn't know the road, he doesn't know where he's going, and he's in a panic. I've got the upper hand, I've got the advantage. I know where we are, I know the roads, I know where he's going, and I know where my resources are to try and get ahead of him.
Onto the roundabout now, first exits, 1261 towards Crossgates, 1261 towards Crossgates. Speed is 60, still safe to continue over. Approaching mini roundabout, Stonyhags Road, stand by.
Thankfully, only 2 or 3 minutes down the line, the driver's seen sense. He's realised the next closing, he's got nowhere to go, and he's pulled over and given up. And we've got 4 occupants from that vehicle detained. We've then searched the vehicle, we've recovered a brand new iPhone, still in boxes, £1,000 worth of counterfeit cash. So they're spending that and for as long as they can get away with it. We've got a good result there. These are proper baddies. These are organised criminals. They're in a hire car, they're in possession of a large amount of counterfeit cash, and they're coming into this area trying to spend that. And we've got 4 locked up now. We've recovered cash, we've recovered property, and ultimately we've got 4 people off to prison.
It's 1 a.m, 3 miles north of Bradford city centre in Shipley, West Yorkshire.
This place is getting it left, right and centre up here, like. It might be. If we're further up towards Idle or a pack of these.
Well, I've come from Thackley, I've not seen anybody on.
You can stay around for a bit because they're obviously about you.
Well, I'll have a drive back down and back up.
No worries.
All right.
After a recent spate of car crime in the Bradford area, traffic cop Darren Wood is on high alert for a white Nissan Juke.
Well, it was taken the day before with keys, and there's a possibility that it's going to be used to commit further crime. And we thought, well, maybe we'll drop on this car tonight.
Just as Daz approaches the junction ahead, he spots what could be the car stolen yesterday.
Go ahead. 50, I think I'm behind that Nissan Juke on the false plates. So straight away I'm thinking, right, who's in the area? Because if I put my blue lights on, he's just going to be off straight away and I've got no other units to help me. Right, I'm behind it, Bradford Road at Shipley. Just turning right at Branch Pub.
Daz is in a marked police BMW, but he hangs back so as not to spook the suspect car too soon.
And then we can just right onto Canal Road, back towards Bradford. Speed 30 mile an hour. Requesting other units, please.
Confirming we have lit the vehicle up already.
No, negative. I'm just waiting other units first. 5-2, you've got 2 TPAC units coming up behind you. We'll try and get a preemptive on it if we can.
With 2 other cop cars right behind Daz, the plan is to try and surround the car and box it to avoid a chase through the city's streets.
It's a right at Frisenhall Road, so he's definitely aware of my presence now. I'm sure he was looking in his mirror. As soon as he saw 2 traffic cars behind him, he's put his foot down and he's made off at that point. And he's speeding up, failing to stop. Yeah, Canal Road again, back towards Bradford Town Centre. I'm going to pull over to let one of the 3 series pass. They're faster than me. I'm in an X5. It's a powerful car, but it's a big car as well. And I've got 2 smaller cars behind me that are more agile than mine.
Romeo 5-2. Now, Grand Commander, 57 quick, please.
The stolen car is now speeding at over 100 miles an hour and then goes on the wrong side of the road.
It does fill you with the fear of God, to be honest, because you think, oh my, all sorts could happen. Everything's going through your mind of all the potential consequences.
Towards Leeds Road. Right towards Pine Street onto North Street.
As the suspect takes to the city's back streets, There are now 4 units in pursuit of the stolen car.
North Street back towards town centre, 5-0 behind it now.
Coming out of the church bank. Back towards Shipley Hill Road. Yeah, it's going to go right, Shipley Hill Road. Walk Barton Road, get that figure ready. Barker and straight through, continuing towards Bedford. Next we're going to be up to Leeds Street back again. We are west off the Leeds Road, speed is 60. Leeds Road out of the city centre. 3 back to the second vehicle.
There's a man just stood in the middle of the Leeds Road. And I thought, oh my God, he's going to get wiped out. But luckily the Duke managed to avoid him.
5-2, out of the city centre on Leeds Road, speed is 70. Heading towards Waste.
With the Duke speeding down one of the city's busy arteries, the traffic cops try and get enough vehicles into position to surround the car and force it to stop.
Approaching Killinghall Road, braking, stick a lane. Right, stick a lane.
Sticker Lane is a fairly wide single carriageway road.
Put a box on.
Yeah, we've done it. Wasn't much other traffic around, so we think, right, we're going to put a rolling box on this car now, bring it to a safe stop. Get him. Stop. 2 detained, no damage, no injuries.
Well done.
After 7 minutes pursuing the suspects, the traffic cops have finally got 2 men under arrest.
To get all the prisoners out of a stolen car, that's the grand prize for us.
On Britain's roads, more than 250 vehicles are stolen every single day. Catching car thieves is a never-ending job for the traffic cops. In Shipley, West Yorkshire, Daz Wood and his team tracked down a stolen Nissan on false plates. The suspected thieves led them on a high-speed chase around city centre Bradford. But then police forced the stolen car to a stop.
2 detained, no damage, no injuries.
Well done.
It was so quick, they probably didn't know what hit them.
Now the traffic cops take the prisoners to Bradford Nick.
Have you had a good day, yeah?
I have now. Right, you're under arrest on suspicion of burglary and fail to stop and dangerous driving.
Is that all happened today?
Just now.
Just now?
Well,
in that same car?
Well, the burglary, we'll go into detail with that later, but the dangerous driving and fail to stop is just now. Have you got a driving licence? On this particular occasion, we've got the car, no damage caused to it, we've got both people inside locked up, and we can get the car back to the owner. So every box is ticked for us.
Well, you know why you're being arrested. I mean, going on the opposite side of the carriage, mate, it's just crazy. Desperate to get away, but desperate to kill yourself and other members of the public. What's that, mate?
Keeping on top of car theft gets harder and harder for the police, especially when criminals resort to using cloned number plates.
These criminals will take your car, they'll get a set of plates, put them on the car to look legitimate driving about, and then go out committing crime.
It's the Britannia top at Tesco's roundabout at Seacroft. Old Ramada.
On the outskirts of Leeds, Paul Feather and Brian Quinlan are on patrol. They get a call about some suspicious activity in a hotel car park.
Sounds like there's an ongoing theft from a motor vehicle. So we're just making our way to that area.
Previously, some of the vehicles on the car park had been broken into and sat-nav stolen and other property from the vehicles.
Hiya. You're right, mate. All right. We've had a break-in about a few months ago. They broke into 4 vans. It were a Audi soft top. It's come back tonight.
The car park's covered with CCTV from the hotel, and somebody had seen what were going on, and they've come out, challenged the offenders, and they've made off in the car.
So we scared them off, but it's the same Audi.
Do you know which way it's gone, has it?
It went straight down.
Straight down, right. All right.
But obviously it's definitely the same one from last time.
Right, okay.
We'll go and have a look now and see what we come up with.
The registration number given came back to a Ford Transit, so we know that this car's on clone plates because it were on a silver Audi A4 convertible. We've got our back office working on it, looking at the CCTV and also using the ANPR and trying to locate it.
The Audi was stolen in a burglary. Now, with false plates on, it's suspected of being used to commit other crimes.
Yeah, hang on, mate. I think it's on camera here. Yeah, it's on camera just outside McDonald's. It'll be coming down towards New Briggy, in offside lane.
With a sighting of the suspect car, 6 miles away, Leeds traffic cops Adi Fickling and Vanessa Stead join the hunt for the stolen Audi.
It's going to go down, I think that's New York Road, Lord Regent Street.
Yeah.
Where we are?
He's not hanging about, but he is stopping at the light. It's just at the junction now. If that was a traffic car just going down past the bottom of it, it's going to come here. Charlie
up here.
Yeah.
It's there. We saw it come past us.
Can they pick it up on Regent Street?
Just tell me it's York Road.
Back there, we've gone past it.
Like Cross Street.
Romeo 62, what vehicle is it, please?
Yeah, it's an Audi convertible.
An Audi convertible?
Did you say it's an Audi? Because it's coming up on PNC as a transit. Is it on false plates?
Yes, it is. Right, it's just coming up York Road towards Sorry Road. Hang on, it might be coming off here.
Yeah, 1-3, it's just past us. We've had to turn round, so we're just coming up to that location now. The vehicle was not hanging about, so I've absolutely floored the car to try and catch it up.
I don't know where it's gone at the minute.
It's gone left by Old Gipton, Nick.
It's floored it again, hasn't it?
I think it's Gipton approach, is that?
Gipton in North East Leeds is one of West Yorkshire's largest estates, and the suspects could be looking for somewhere to dump the Audi and run. The traffic cops need to act fast.
It's gone down South Farm Road.
Have we got an update of location, please?
South Farm Road.
South Farm Road.
Yeah. It's not clocked us.
Is there anybody behind it?
Yeah, we are. Cold Coats Crescent. We haven't lit it up, we're just following it. Ben managed to get right up behind it. We're on Cold Coats Crescent behind. Just as our march unit's coming in the opposite direction.
But just as the cops box the car in, the driver makes a run for it.
Yeah, we've got runners, Cold Coats Crescent, 2 out and running.
Where's he got him? Back here?
It's a densely populated residential area. There's a lot of little snickets and ginnels and little roads leading off here, and they're from that area, clearly.
Yeah, they've run up Cold Coats Crescent.
As the 2 suspects hide out in the estate, Vanessa and Adi join the search.
They must have gone to ground because they haven't come past us.
The weekend down Cold Coats Crescent, we think to see him running this far up.
With 8 officers in the area, a full-scale search for the suspect swings into action.
I don't think it's these two. We'll have a word. All right, boys. Where you just come from?
I've literally come from a food shop.
Just had an incident around here, that's all. So.
Incident around here?
Yeah. Someone's just run off.
Do you know what it is? Can I say something to you, please? Us lot have just literally come back from a food shop. I've just parked my car on my cousin's house, and I've walked around here.
There's a car, it's had a bit of a chase round here, it's been dumped, and some people have run off with it. Okay.
A car's been dumped?
Yeah.
There's 2 lads just getting checked out now. Looking at him, I'm sort of happy it's not him. I don't think it's him.
Fortunately, they managed to get away. We've done a full area search. The area's been flooded by cops and they've disappeared.
I'm so frustrated. We did so well to get behind it. We weren't aware of our presence. Obviously, when the other marked car came into play, he tried to bolt, but I wasn't quick enough, unfortunately. And that split second of them being out and on their toes. Slippery buggers. Get away.
There's 3?
I think so. But it's another stolen car back in it.
We've got the car. We know where it's stolen from. We know when it was stolen, and we'll try and get some forensics from it to try and identify the offenders. They've got away, but you know, it's a bigger picture. We've got
The traffic cops are out to stop car thieves, and they've had to adapt to the criminals' changing methods. In the old days, cars were relatively easy to steal with a few simple tools, but not anymore.
Nowadays, it's not a case of smashing window and hot wiring car. They're all chips now, modern cars. You need the keys, and in order to get the keys, you need to break in. So we're out looking for burglars.
The outskirts of Leeds at 5 a.m, a prime time for car thieves and burglars to go to work.
It's going to be a nice day again.
Aye.
Traffic cops Shane Kenny and Dave Robson are nearing the end of a 10-hour night shift when they get an urgent call for backup.
Fiesta 62 towards town. Renault Clio in red, stolen from Riversledge.
The Clio has been stolen from a house where a mother and her baby were home. Shane and Dave are 9 miles away from the stolen car and have some catching up to do.
A stolen vehicle hit on a camera. Our sergeant went to have a look for it.
Yeah, I'm with it. Heading towards Cooper Bridge.
There's no quick way, is there?
Earlier on in the night, some criminals stole a Renault Clio. Our sergeant has just come across it and got behind it, and it's failing to stop for him now.
Yeah, it's aware on behind. It's got straight to a red. It's the right, Leeds Road towards Liverpool.
Go down towards Placeton and that way, do you think?
Requesting TPAC authority, please. It's the left to Far Common Road.
Whilst we're en route, we're trying to listen where it's going to be and where can we position ourselves to get there.
Speed is now 70 miles per hour. Robert Town Lane. It's the left, Church Road.
With Shane and Dave still 2 miles from the pursuit, the suspects drive erratically in a desperate attempt to avoid capture.
Still Church Road, speed is 70. Stand by. Okay, it's done a U-turn on Church Road, stand by. Out and running. Church Road, out and running down a driveway.
Church Road, that's received.
Abandoning the stolen car, the suspects have run off across farmland. Shane and Dave arrive just in time and lie in wait at the edge of the farm.
Coming to the field behind number 99, you'll see me. This is the point at which both offenders were seen last.
So we positioned ourselves at the bottom of this field, expecting this burglar to come running over the brow of this field and thinking we'll catch him.
Dawn in the West Yorkshire countryside. Shane Kenny and Dave Robson join the hunt for 2 suspected burglars in a stolen car, driven dangerously in an attempt to get away.
So they'll be coming to this fence line.
You'd like to think helicopter would pick them up, wouldn't you?
The men fled from the car, and now the cops are trying to flush them out.
We would deploy at West Yorkshire Ferrets, couldn't we? 5:10 in the morning. So there's very little about, apart from Milkman. Well, that sometimes works against us. We could do with some more folk out so we'd know what word on street is.
With the helicopter above, the suspects are tracked down, and other cops are able to grab hold of them.
Yeah, we've got both of them.
We've got them. Should go down to...
As it happened, this burglar were detained further up road, so we went up and assisted.
What's bit here?
Can I put some details on the log, please?
It only got stolen from round corner. So they've obviously gone somewhere, dropped it off, and they've literally come straight back to where they got it from.
Caused a bit of damage to it.
Burglar who got caught, he was still chelping off at the sergeant when he were getting put in van, but unfortunately he was chelping off to the world's biggest sergeant, and he got gently placed into the back of the van.
Other cops have detained the second suspect. For Shane and Dave, it's the end of a long night shift. But luckily for them, while they wait for the Clio to be recovered, a local resident offers them a brew.
Yeah, please.
There's one going, I'd love one, please.
As we stood waiting, we'd have some neighbours come out and say, are we all right? And you want a cup of tea while you're waiting, which very much appreciated at that time of day.
Cheers. Makes it better, doesn't it? A brew, can't beat it.
Did you get on both?
Yeah.
Well, I just heard the noise of the cars, because you can hear them from the windows open, right on Windybank Lane, right down. I thought, oh, there's a road, and then obviously your sirens were going.
This guy's getting ready to go to work, so he's a busy guy, you know, but he's taking time out to come and, you know, make us a pot of tea.
It's a few years now.
It's nice to see, it's really good to see.
With the 2 suspects arrested, the car can be returned to its rightful owner.
And we're off. Mom's 2 runners, Mom.
It's 10 p.m. in Bradford, West Yorkshire.
7 down, we've got somebody out of the vehicle. Going to light it up now.
Traffic cop Stephen Wright is trying to catch up with a 4x4 Hyundai flagged as stolen.
Still Kings Road, Kings Road.
Ed, Bradford Road's towards where, mate? Towards 5 Lane Ends, then, yeah?
Don't know the search of the theft. I think it's a 55 plate car, but other than that, I've only got half a message.
Local cops are behind the vehicle, but aren't trained for pursuits.
It's going Swain House Road, it's coming towards us.
They need the traffic cops to bring it to a safe stop.
Know exactly where he is. Yeah, I grew up round there.
Speed.
It's going to come down here, yeah.
45 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour.
Here it is.
Received. For traffic.
Extra Romeo 37, single crew T-Pack trained, requesting T-Pack authority.
The Mitsubishi is heading into an estate where thieves regularly dump stolen cars.
Present. Acknowledged, we are Whiteways, generally back towards Kings Road. Stand by. Lead vehicle, T-Pack trained, requesting T-Pack authority. Aware of my obligations.
Unable to shake Steve off, the fleeing 4x4 tries a high-risk tactic.
Okay.
Slamming on his brakes.
Yeah, just tried to brake checkers, back onto Stephen Crescent. Stephen Crescent, still Whiteways.
A second traffic cop car joins the pursuit.
Lead second vehicle going 37.
Driven by PC Bob Hoyle.
We're always aiming to try and get either ahead of the vehicle to deploy a stinger as a tactic to bring it to a stop, or to get enough vehicles together so we can safely box it in.
Yeah, still Whiteways, back towards Bolton Lane. Yeah, right, Queens Avenue towards Queens Road. Still
I think it's going round in circles, kind of as though he knows the estate.
He's going to bail out here. Looking for a possible bailout. Driver's door keeps slightly opening.
As soon as you see that door opening, something about that area that says I feel safe enough to get out and run.
Left onto Bolton Lane. Could be doing anything.
As the driver slows, Steve makes a move.
Box him here.
I'm fine.
As the Hyundai dives away from the attempted block, he almost collides with an oncoming cop car. And now Bob Hoyle is the only cop in pursuit.
Yeah, right. Road, official Upman's Road, and then back out to Beach Road.
He knows there's a lot of police around, and then suddenly there's just one police car behind.
Same route, we are 50 miles an hour, same continue.
Well, the odds in getting caught have kind of diminished, so he probably feels a bit more comfortable and thinks he can get away.
Still same continue, traffic is light down here, fairly out now.
Daylight received on Lauder Street.
Lead vehicle, T-Pack trained, requesting T-Pack authority. Aware of my obligations.
In Bradford, traffic cops are pursuing a stolen Hyundai 4x4 in the north of the city.
Box him here.
police vehicle, now right.
As PC Bob Hoyle and a colleague join the pursuit,
Yeah, fairly out now.
the driver ditches his vehicle.
That was saved on Marlborough Street.
As soon as he jumped out, it was kind of clear that he knew this area and he was going to try and get away on foot.
As his colleague chases on foot, Bob uses their car to take out any escape route.
Received any outstanding?
I cut him off in the police car and Ben was straight on him and, you know, we brought him down to the ground.
Bob, you say you've got him or he's running?
Yeah, nailed it.
Oh, detained. Brilliant.
As we were detaining him, he was shouting for his mum, so potentially that was his mum's house that he'd run into.
Moments later, Steve arrives. The suspect is on his way to custody.
Hey up, mate.
Trying to get back to his mum's, apparently.
Oh, is he? Not quite managed it.
As the driver finally bailed, his almost 2-ton 4x4 ploughed into a fence.
Driver's door kept opening, but he just couldn't slow down enough, I don't think, to bail out. And I'm glad he didn't, to be honest, because if he had bailed out and that had been rolling, a lot of it's downhill, it'd have ended up all over the place. It'd have been carnage. But fences can be fixed.
A search of the car reveals why the driver may have been so desperate to escape.
There's a machete on the back seat. That kind of ups the ante somewhat. But right, mate, we'll go back to Nick's off the download video. All right.
The traffic cop's job isn't over. Half an hour later, Steve returns to Bradford Police Station.
Has it knocked light out?
Where Bob is checking his car for damage.
I didn't realise you'd tupped him.
Just tupped him as he went on the corner.
Yeah.
Now they need to start assembling evidence.
All the cars are fitted with in-car video, which is downloaded onto a hard drive. So now we've got to take what's on the hard drive and create a DVD so that it can be played in interview, played in court.
Yeah, you see here, like, I thought we had him here. I thought we could sort of slow him because he slowed there, didn't he? And then he's gone around there.
We are doing up to 30 mile an hour on what is a tiny residential road. Oh, look at him running off there.
Go, Ben!
Go, Ben!
But Ben were losing him, so I thought, get out of the way, Ben.
Get out of the way, Ben!
Pinned him.
Pinned him with pincer. Look at that.
Oh, it's a good job, is that? Really good job. The vehicle was stolen this afternoon. I presume there's keys with it.
Yeah, he's got keys with it, yeah.
Well, then it's obviously stolen with the keys.
There was never any chance of him getting away, either in the car or on foot, to be honest. You know, he was never going to get away from us. Never.
Drivers taking risks are dangerous at any time of day. But when the roads are at their busiest, the potential for accidents is much greater.
Don't know what it is about the world, but taxi drivers drive like complete buffoons until you want them to drive like a buffoon to get out of your way, and then they don't. Just tool at normal road speed.
It's 5 p.m. in Leeds, West Yorkshire. PC's Rob Owens and Johnny Cowan are making their way through the busy streets.
The late shift just started rush hour traffic. We're going to go have a look around South Leeds area and then up into Air Hills. And we heard on the radio that Paul was chasing a car.
Speed, slow down, continue.
In mind.
PC Paul Morris is pursuing a Mitsubishi 4x4, which sped off as soon as it was spotted. The pavements are getting busy as people make their way home from work.
We're getting near the schools and it's time of day where kids are leaving school, things like that.
Vehicle still going, talk on a side mistake. Speed, slow down, continue.
The first thing we do is it was straight onto the radio and we're hoping that there's going to be other units nearby.
Traffic units are on the way.
Rob and Johnny are only 5 miles away.
120, cheers.
But their progress is slow.
We're just having to work our way through rush hour traffic because obviously it's busy at the moment.
Vehicle still going, talk on a side mistake.
The Mitsubishi driver is getting desperate, taking bigger and bigger risks.
On a side road, stand by.
His driving's terrible.
We've got left.
Going over a curb, over the footpath.
Speed, slow down.
Basically, it's without a view of what's coming towards him.
Yeah, no problem, mate. I'm on the Farm Road now. I got it to 4x4. What's the reg number of it? You know, don't wait then.
On the Farm Road. Right.
But as Rob and other units close in on the chase,
Let's have a film now. It's probably going to go off-road. It's a dead end up here.
the Mitsubishi goes where the cops can't follow.
Here. Yeah, it's gone off-road.
Update is that while we're en route, they've lost the vehicle. Chances are is what we call 10 men. In other words, that is all big and bravado, but I've had to made off from police at the moment, so they may well still be in the vehicle and still driving around. This is a car here.
The 4x4 has been found ditched near where it went off-road.
We'll look at skids to an halt that it's done. But in all fairness, I wouldn't have left it here. It's left it here because it's knackered. Yeah. It's turned out its 4x4 capability isn't exactly the best in the world because it's damaged itself. Hence why it's just been abandoned where it has and not driven further into the state and left somewhere else.
The driver and his 3 passengers have disappeared.
Because it said they've got 4 male. Don't know where they are.
It's not stolen. It's just what we call a pool car. In other words, it's a vehicle that criminal people use in order to drive around with probably no licence, no insurance, or some sort of fake licence or fake insurance. Bought a load of forensic evidence that we'll work on in the days and weeks and months to come. But now we've got the power to take these cars. They get crushed and that's running off the roads. It's another one that ain't going to kill somebody.
As night falls, the traffic cops are hunting down road-going criminals. But some of the drivers they pursue are putting lives at risk just for the thrill of the chase.
X-ray Romeo 58 urgent.
On the outskirts of Bradford, PC's Paul Crabtree and Jamie Brown are trying to catch up with the pursuit.
We've got a vehicle failing to stop and we're going to interrupt.
Pursuit is dangerous because they're exceeding the limits that the road's designed for. They're going through red lights. They sometimes try to ram us. They're going over pavements. A lot of the time, you end up with a car making off and we don't know what it's done.
4 miles away, a silver Peugeot has failed to stop and has been on the run for more than 10 minutes. The traffic cops have burst one of the Peugeot's tyres with a spiked baton called a stop stick.
Yes, it's the rear side tyre. It's going to be a decam shortly, this one. We have other stick-back units and dogs, please. We're still Bradford Road. Try and get past in here, it's on a ring.
They must scare themselves at times. Why not just go, do you know what, I'm giving up? And some do, but the majority will carry on until they're forced to stop or the car gives up on them.
Still Bradford Road, he's on his rear rim.
The cops need more traffic cars to stop the Peugeot. But Jamie and Paul are still a few miles away.
Romeo 50, that's us, double crew T-pack train. We're just trying to get on back of it. We're just going towards end at bypass roundabout now. Is that where he's going to come off? We've got Stinger.
Yes, we are approximately 300 yards from the roundabout, just approaching the right-hand bend. 2 occupants.
50, give us a direction off at roundabout as soon as possible, please. We're Cottingley Cliff Road.
77, no deviation. No deviation, full Bradford Road. Towards Bradford.
50 ETA, 1 minute to back up pursuit.
We are Cheapside in the Bradford City Centre, approaching the junction with Market.
The Peugeot is dangerously out of control.
Right onto Market Street into the city centre, speed.
And the traffic cops ahead can't wait any longer.
We are Market Street, we've got 2 vehicles. Now. We are Cheapside in the Bradford City Centre.
In Bradford, West Yorkshire, traffic cops are pursuing a Peugeot that is failing to stop, despite having lost a tyre.
We are Market Street, we've got 2 vehicles.
50 ETA, 1 minute to back up pursuit.
As PC's Paul Crabtree and Jamie Brown arrive on the scene,
Damage to numerous police vehicles.
the Peugeot is surrounded.
X-ray Romeo 77, we have 2 in custody.
And 2 suspects are in cuffs.
Yes, man.
Shut up.
Is there any chance to get a supervision?
Come on.
Chill out. You're still tensing it out.
This chap here we've got against the one that's been driving this vehicle, it's been stung. Officers have used a stop stick, they've punctured the tyres, and he's carried on. He's got through to the rim, so he's gone quite a way on the metal there.
The driver's antics have drawn a crowd.
Big up that Bradford boy. Oh, guys, got a broken arm as well. Broken arm.
But it's not clear why he took such risks to get away from the cops.
I've been told by an officer that he's refused to blow into breathalyser, so that might be a reason, but other than that, we don't know yet.
We had a pursuit there that went on for 10-15 minutes maybe. At speeds of 70-80 mile an hour, he was on the rims of the wheels and gets out and finds it highly amusing. It's not just the risk is to everybody else, he could have quite easily killed himself there.
Mind your head, Walsh, Bill.
He's not going to lose face in front of his mate, but the bottom line is he going to be as blasé and amused when he ends up going to prison for a couple of years? I doubt it.
It's Monday night. Officers Tim Wilson and Ben Astin of the road crime team are just clearing a routine stop on the southern borders of the county.
They've been put big meal out.
He'd obviously had a drink because you were driving.
Good lad.
They get a call about a suspicious vehicle outside a remote rural location.
There's been a black cow disturbed at a farm. They give a partial reg for it, so we gambled that we'd go across and see if we can locate the vehicle.
At North Yorkshire's Force Control, automatic number plate recognition, or ANPR, is used to track the suspect vehicle.
Once we've got that intelligence picture together, we then make an assessment of where's going to be the best place to put ourselves, and on this occasion it was going to be between the Skipton border and Bradford.
It's not long before their choice of route pays off.
We're just doing a left turn, and as we do, I just saw the rear lights of what looked like an Audi come out of a junction. So we turn around, go and have a look, and he's reversed it into a petrol station. So we've gone back past, double check the reg, and it fits the one that was given at the farm. As we go to cover the other entrance, it just comes flying out in front of us with no lights on.
Speed at this time is 50, traffic is light.
Just as Tim and Ben look to cover the suspect's escape route, the Audi driver spots them and is off into some back streets.
Right onto St Stephen's Road. We're left onto Carroll Avenue.
It's an area that's built with many a rat run that you can get very easily lost in.
Yes, double crew, 3 factor in, 2 vehicle. Speed at this time 50. Can we have them pass on the doctor there as well?
Lights off, and he's doing a quick right, quick left, and he ends up going back past where he originally started. So it's obviously a technique to try and shake us off. No care, no regard for anybody's safety, even for his own safety.
As high speeds and dangerous driving aren't shaking the traffic cops off, the suspect tries another approach.
Old Park Road, stand by, he's going off-road. Speed at this time is 30, whiskey's light, safe to continue.
Ben tries to stay on the Audi's tail, whilst Tim updates other units, including a police helicopter, en route to assist the increasingly hazardous pursuit.
Vehicle is off-road again. We're doing circles here, we're into Woodfield Close.
It's obviously done a little bit of a loop to try lose us, so you expect that eventually, if they can't get away on the straights, they'll do a loop again, just looking for that opportunity to go.
Looks like it might be a dead end. Can we just check if ANPR are listening and the dog?
Yes, that's on route, we're just waiting back for ANPR.
Yeah, vehicle is off-road, Garsdale Avenue. Now back onto Allenby Drive, Hague Brookview. We're going straight across, clear. Onto Springdale Close, again we are doing circles. And we're right onto Parkland Road. No there, mate. Speed is reduced, it's 25. You may have a near side tyre out, which we've got smoke and it appears to road in speed. It's safe to continue.
He ends up bursting one tyre because he goes up one curb so hard that he smashes the tyre out.
And he's gone off road again onto Garsdale Avenue, we're doing the same circuit.
They then drop back onto the road and drop down what looks like a driveway between some flats.
Right.
You're running shoes on?
D-Camp, we've got 2 runners, great looking accident.
With the whole estate to hide in, the helicopter and dog units could now be the only chance of catching the suspects.
We'll try and almost cordon it off to an extent till the helicopter or the dog gets to the area. And as one of the officers was repositioning himself, he just sort of glanced over the fence into a garden and seen this lad in his grey tracky top laid down, trying to pretend he was a plank in the garden, I presume.
There's one outstanding, but I don't know where he's gone, to be honest.
But we've got one back, and that's the main thing. It turns out then, when we do the inquiries on the vehicle, it's a stolen vehicle, so he's got to answer questions, and we sent a message out to them that if you want to come across border and commit crime rurally, we will come and we will arrest you and you'll end up in custody.
Charlie Bravo 31.
West Yorkshire's police control room is the first port of call for the cops when a theft or burglary takes place.
The one I've got, I failed to stop, Fiesta travelling through Edgar Bridge at 50 mile an hour.
Reports are coming in that a Ford Fiesta is being pursued by local cops on the outskirts of Halifax.
Is it this stolen vehicle from ANPR?
Yes, the one from Rochdale.
A few hours ago, a gang of 5 youths were seen jumping into the Fiesta. Its owner had left it running with the keys in the ignition.
Received. XW, can we start considering Stinger any units that can get ahead?
It has been broadcast for officers, anyone in the area.
5 miles away, PC Richard Brimlow is racing to help.
The divisional units have a certain level of training. As traffic units, we have a higher standard of training.
50 mile an hour and 50 mile an hour zone at this time. Stand by.
I'm listening to the commentary given by the divisional unit. Unfortunately, there's always the delay on the channel. He went quite close to the near side of the curb and just forced his way past me.
Up ahead, the cops have a Stinger to burst the Fiesta's tyres.
Yeah, received that knowledge. It appears to be 4 up. The Fiesta stopped it.
He's travelling at speeds in excess of 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, approaching bottom of Parkinson Lane, stand by, Rich, ATS.
He's taking inherent risks, starting to use the opposite side of the carriageway.
Stand by for direction. Straight on towards Shell North Arrow.
When you've got the driving to do and, you know, the commentary, it's quite a, an intense place to be in.
Back at the control room, they are monitoring the safety of the pursuit.
Charlie Bravo 31, an update please.
Still no deviation, we're 60 miles an hour. Straight on towards Shell roundabout.
We have requested ANPR, I'm waiting for them to lift. You've got about 5 further CPAT trained units en route to you.
Stay there.
Further up the road, the cops have more cars in place and another Stinger ready to burst the Fiesta's tyres.
60 miles an hour, Shell roundabout.
The Fiesta is just moments from the trap.
It's going to go over, it's going to punch you 4 times. We've got 4 police vehicles around it. They're going to box the vehicle in and bring it to a safe stop.
The cops try to force the Fiesta onto the Stinger. But the driver avoids the trap.
X-Ray 32, vehicle, Halifax Road towards Buttershaw, speed 50.
There are now 4 cop cars on the Fiesta's tail.
Stand by the wrong side of the bollards.
But this driver has no intention of stopping.
It really does get to a point that sometimes you think this is starting to get unsafe.
Speed increase to 85 miles an hour. Stand by the wrong side of the bollards. Continuation 70.
On the outskirts of Bradford in West Yorkshire, 4 cop cars are chasing a Ford Fiesta suspected to be stolen earlier today in Manchester.
X-Ray Romeo 32, driver is wearing a dark coloured baseball cap. Middle grocery passenger section, grey hooded top on.
It has been chased across 2 counties, and the driver is taking greater and greater risks to avoid the traps the cops lay for him.
X-Ray Romeo 32, vehicle.
With 20 years' experience, traffic cop Richard Brimlow can see how this could end in disaster.
Speed increase to 85 miles an hour.
I don't think they had a clue as to where they were going. You've got to think, as the driver of that vehicle, you know, what am I going to do?
X-Ray 32, now approaching Oxford roundabout, stand by for direction. Retail not 1, not 1, not 2, not 2. Stand by. Second third, railway towards the top of the M606.
Charlie Bravo 31.
The pursuit is being coordinated from West Yorkshire's police control room.
To be confirmed, says to continue.
Yes, sir. And continuation railway lane towards.
It's up to the control room to decide whether to abort the pursuit.
Confirm this is says to continue.
Stand by. Yeah, so back onto Ruley Lane in the direction of Asda,
Yeah, X-Ray, we've got you on CCTV. Can you confirm this is safe to continue giving us manual drive?
Yeah, have we got any other tactical options? It's now wrong side, Ruley Lane.
There's obviously that element in their mind that the greater risk they take, the more chance that we're going to stop pursuing them.
X-Ray, can we have an update, please?
To be confirmed, says to continue.
If we can justify it, we can ram that vehicle off the road.
Yeah, it's back on the correct side of tactical contact.
Doors opened, people flew out, there were bobbies running after people in all directions.
This is a driver.
X-Ray, can we have an update, please?
All 5 occupants of the vehicle were detained and arrested.
After a 20-minute pursuit across West Yorkshire at speeds of more than 100 miles an hour, the cops can finally get to grips with the suspects.
There were 4 lads, 1 girl, ranging from 13 to 16 years old.
Stand by the wrong side of the bollards.
And you sort of think these are the ages of the people taking these risks, and what would parents think if they knew? And, you know, what does it achieve for them?
In the fight against thieves and burglars, the traffic cops have many weapons in their armoury. Chief among them is the UK's network of nearly 9,000 automatic number plate recognition cameras, or ANPR for short.
SW2 all officers, Bradford area.
These enable police control rooms to track suspect cars 24 hours a day.
ANPR hit on a stolen vehicle possibly on cloned plates.
Do it roundabout? Yes, dude.
It's noon in Bradford, West Yorkshire, and traffic cops Nick Priestley and Richard Clark are out on patrol.
100, we're at Odsall Top. Can you ask Bradford Watch to have a look for it, please?
They are looking for a car reported stolen from a burglary that triggered ANPR cameras earlier this morning.
It's up to no good, so the lads are out looking for it, especially the CCTV.
Gamble.
Acting on information from the ANPR cameras, Nick and Richard park up near a busy roundabout.
Just a hunch, Bobby's nose, that will it come this way?
It's Freelander.
So it's like a waiting game, really. As soon as it come past, we were off.
Well, that's the.
Yeah. We showed our hand very quickly. As soon as they've seen us, they've changed lanes, and they knew that we were onto them.
Yeah, we've got that Fiesta to stop, please. Ruler lane toward Asda.
We're into a full-blown pursuit now. We're getting our authorities from the control room. You know, we're going to box this in if we can.
Romeo 70, you aware of your obligation on the tactical place pursuit criteria?
I just knew this pursuit wasn't going to last long because the control that it had it wasn't good.
Yeah, safety continue is gone right, it's going to go back down Ruley. Still on the right side of the road.
That's their mindset. I don't care what this car's like, I'm going to go until it absolutely drops to bits.
EP code of practice, please acknowledge.
As the Fiesta races to another busy roundabout. CCTV cameras have it in their sights.
Romeo 100 further, please.
Right, it's going to go back down Ruley.
And witness the Fiesta turning head-on into traffic.
It's gone wrong side roundabout, it's gone past the mortuary.
It's done the wrong way round the roundabout, and that's when it's collided with somebody.
As the Fiesta hits a bus, an unmarked cop car catches up with it. But the Fiesta tries one last throw of the dice.
And it's up and over like it's a Grand National horse, it's over fences.
That's for watch it out and running Burnham Avenue.
The suspect's gamble hasn't paid off.
Yeah, if there's anybody else responding to this one, please, Burnham Avenue.
When they've ditched it over this bank and they've actually gone into a bush, and they can only get one door open, which is the passenger door. 3 can't get out, and by the time we've got there, 3 in custody. We checked on the VIN number, and it came back to a car that was stolen just 2 days previous in Leeds through a burglary. It's great for us. We've got the car back, we've got the lads in custody.